Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. Today I want to show you this calendar that I received from lovely friend Jill Chapman of Paper Daisy Crafting last year. And this has been on my craft desk all year round, and I've only got another tear off, and then I thought I need to make myself another one. So using Jill's tutorial, which I'll put a link to in the description bar below, I have made myself a 2022 version. Exactly the same, just obviously Jill had used the, oh gosh, I can't remember what that paper was called, hydrangea something, but I changed it up and I have used the Fresh Freesia gingham pattern from the, oh, honestly you'd think I was organised but I'm not, from the Pansy Petals designer series paper pack, and so that will be on my desk. And then I thought, well, I'm doing a couple of craft fairs, these might actually be quite nice, just quick craft fair ideas. And I made another one, but I kind of went a little bit wrong when I was making it. I wanted to make sure that the join, so this join here, was at the back, but I hadn't constructed it and I was sticking my bits on, and I stuck that white panel on what essentially was the back, and then thought, I don't really want to waste it. What else could I do? So I added half a sticky note pad because I didn't want it to be too heavy, and then it would topple over. And just again using the Playful Alphabet dies, I've added notes to the back. So I thought I would do a very quick video just to show you how I did that. As I say, Jill is the architect of and the inspiration for this. So I will have a link to Jill's original blog and video as well. So using my Simply Scored, I am going to score this. Sorry, this piece is a full length of an A4 sheet, so that's just under 11 3/4 inches, and I have simply cut that at 3 5/8. So it's the full length of an A4 sheet, but only 3 5/8 across. So you can get a couple of them out of an A4 sheet. I want to score this at 4 5/8. I'll use the other end. 4 5/8. Then 9 1/4. 10 1/4. And 11 1/4. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then I have 2 pieces of card for my revised version, and both of these measure 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. Just popping that down on there. And this one on here. So this one will be the back, because when I finish these score lines, I'm going to do these ones that are an inch apart in a concertina fashion, like so. Okay, and that will glue along there. So I know that's going to be the back with the join. Okay, so I've got my sticky notepad. I took the wrapping off in advance because that probably takes as long for me as any of the rest of the process, and just roughly split it in half. As I say, I haven't tried using a full pad. I just kind of think it would be a bit too heavy for it. So popping that on there, I have already gone ahead and done the die cutting using the Playful Alphabet dies, and I've chosen Garden Green there because I'm using this beautiful leaf design from the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper. So that will be for the front, and just used the stitch rectangle dies on white. Now, so I've got my NO T E and S. Now, I would imagine that if you're very precise, you would want to do this with a line drawn underneath that S is the wrong way round. But I like to live dangerously. So just a little bit of glue. In fact, I'll use my little one that I've decanted glue into. A little bit of glue. And I'm just going to eyeball it. You've got the line at the top to guide you. I like to live dangerously every now and again. In the comfort of my craft room, obviously. Not that mad. Oops. Got a little bit of glue on there. I can come back with my adhesive eraser and take that off. Oh, you want the E first, Heather. That would have been funny. I'm just leaving a tiny little gap in between these letters. And I'll make sure I've got my S the right way up. There we go. So there we are. That's that side done. And the 2022 is actually a pretty neat fit in that stitched rectangle dies, so it's the one that sits in there. I've still got it out because I'm going to make more of these. So you want to put your first one fairly close to the stitching there, and you can either do it in order, or you can do the last one, get that close to the stitching too, just squidge that a little bit like that, and then you can place your other ones in there to guide you on the spacing. So I'm going to add the glue to both of these. So, line that up, but I'm I'm not pressing it down fully until I am happy with the placement of that. To go up ever so slightly. Happy with that. There we go. Easy peasy. And that then goes on top of the little piece of designer series paper. The designer series paper is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4 inches. So it's another great way of just using up those little bits of designer series paper you've got left over from making cards or boxes or whatever you've used it for. It's not straight. Eyeballing it, but I'm very much due an eye test. So again, just placing that on there. A little bit of a margin around, and then the calendar tab. Now I just get these from Amazon and just searched mini calendar tabs and ordered a decent sized box of them because I've got a few projects in mind for them. Okay, so we've got all of that. We just now need to add glue to this piece here. And then that will all line up at the bottom there. Just give that a good wee squeeze. So, and there you have it. So that's where we've just glued that tab along the back there. Tiny little bit of glue escaped, but I'll just leave it like that, standing up so that that has time to dry. I have, this one is also from the Painted Christmas, but obviously not terribly Christmassy. So it's a great way to use up small pieces of designer series paper and also using up Christmas paper. The flip side of quite a lot of the Christmas papers aren't very Christmassy, so just coordinate your designer series paper with your cards and sky's the limit. So thank you again to Jill for sending me this one last year and inspiring me to give it a bit of an extra twist by adding this onto the back. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, then please do subscribe. There is a link in the description bar to my blog post with all the measurements and links to shop for the products that I've used in my online Stampin' Up store. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.